Hello? Well, you might have heard of it. Removing of mask outdoors. Wow. Effective today, under Governor Gwen's executive order, effective today, June 9, wearing a face mask in Cebu province shall be required only in closed and air-conditioned spaces as well as crowded outdoor areas. Meaning po, outdoor, as long as it's outdoor and it's not really crowded, you may not wear mask. What mask wearing outdoor in Cebu province will be optional. Well, this is big because the Philippines since March 2020 the Filipinos have been wearing masks since then. And there are very, very limited exemptions to that. The only time that you get to take your mask off is when you're dining or doing outdoor heavy sports. But according to her executive order, the use of face masks shall be optional in well-ventilated and open spaces. Wow, sana all. That is unique to Cebu province. No other area in the Philippines has this lifting of mask wearing. I think Governor Gwen is the only local government official who has the courage to go against what the national government policy has. Remember, she also has an executive order allowing unvaccinated foreign tourists or business travelers to enter Cebu. In other countries, they have lifted this requirement, like Indonesia, our neighboring country, also lifted the outdoor mask mandate. In Sri Lanka, they have done the same. Hindi na din. They don't need to wear face masks. While in Thailand, they are considering it. They are still assessing it, but at least they're assessing it. In the Philippines, it has gained different reactions from people. One Filipina said, "On my part, I will continue wearing mask for my protection. If others feel safe not wearing it, then it's their choice. Better safe than sorry." Others says, "This is not news because people are not wearing a mask anymore after election." Is it? I've noticed whenever I go to public markets, yes, there are people not wearing it anymore. Others say, "Yay, we can now not wear mask. We can now go out biking without a mask. We can properly breathe." While President Duterte, if you may remember it, made a statement before that for as long as he is president, mask wearing will stay. Health Secretary Duque, in fact, said last Monday that he will convince the next administration to retain this COVID-19 mask rule. Meaning po, si Duque gusto niya po sa next admin susuot pa rin ng face mask, and the same COVID-19 rules would be followed. According to him, there's gains if continue daw. But he reacted to this Governor Gwen's optional face mask use order. Hindi siya agree, of course. He said that as far as the Duterte administration is concerned, Duque said that the face mask requirement will stay until the president's last day in office, which is until June 30. And even if there were actually suggestions to the president to lift the use of face mask to make it optional, pero Duterte did not agree to it, did not approve it. He said in a video, let me share to you.
And to think na yung iba sa ngayon nagkaroon ng surge, maybe the citizens of that country do not want to follow regulations. Tayo dito, sabi ko, takot. Kasi mahirap lang nga tayo. At bigyan pa ninyo wala ng trabaho, masakit lahat ng tao. The economy can never recover.
And it also siguro dahil because of more Omicron sub-variant cases were found in the country. And actually, if you look at the Philippines COVID cases, it is surprisingly doing very, very well. We've been on low risk since middle of February. Imagine, since middle of February, it's been 3 months already and we're still at low risk. The Philippines reports less than 200 daily cases. There was an increase, pero it was very, very small lang, insignificant. Actually, for me, it's a surprise. Looking at other countries with far higher vaccination rates than us, with smaller populations, their cases are still high and some of them are experiencing surges. Pero in the Philippines, since February, wala na, ang baba na ng cases. We've been on low risk since then. In fact, the CDC has put us in the lowest travel risk. And with that, Presidential Entrepreneurship Advisor recommended to the government to lift the state of public emergency that has been in effect since the early stages of the pandemic. He said that if they lift it, it would promote confidence among the Filipinos and also lift the alert levels that have been the basis of mobility and business capacity restrictions. But is it just me? Have you wondered? 200 daily cases while other countries are having thousands and their vaccination rate is so much higher than us. Perhaps we're not testing enough. Sometimes I think about 200 daily cases while other countries have thousands and they have a smaller population than us. Sometimes it's too good to be true. Is it just me? I know a lot of people have the same thoughts. What do you guys think about the lifting of the mask requirement? Well, as a Filipino, what I can say is, I would want to stop wearing masks outdoors. I think it would make sense to stop wearing it in wide open spaces. It just doesn't make sense to wear it when there are hardly any people around, like when you're going to the mountains or when you're going to a very open area. I think people are already using their common sense that when they are in an open area na walang tao, they remove it. But I think for the most of the Filipinos, they would prefer to wear a mask. They feel safe wearing it and the pandemic is still not over, seeing that other countries are still experiencing surges. I think Filipinos would still continue to wear masks. Many people feel safer. And it's not a big deal for us anymore because we've been wearing it for so long now. Other people even say that they feel awkward not wearing it. They're so used to it. But as far as this Governor Gwen's mask optional mandate, I think it's good. It's a start. It's a start. They said they would consider removing it by next year also. Why don't we start a little bit now? Perhaps outdoor open spaces, make it optional na. Anyways, this is all I can give you, the updates for the Philippines when it comes to COVID-19 restrictions. When it comes to travel, there is no effect. Please, there is no effect. Even if you're traveling to Cebu, please still wear mask. Bring mask. That's all. Thank you for staying with me. And if you have any thoughts, you disagree with me or you agree, please comment down below. I love to read your thoughts and I'll see you guys. God bless you all.